Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming and we're back into Watcher of Realms. Now I wanted to have a quick go over the time limited fusion event, just to make sure that everyone's on track, what's happening with it, that sort of thing, the good, the bad and the ugly out of it. So if we just start at the top, for want of a better phrase, the Brave Conquest event's already started and that will be coming to an end. So your rare champions down at the 4,050 mark, which is about the same as we've seen it on other events as well, like the Vlad Fusion. It was down at around there anyway, Alistair, that sort of thing. So there's no great changes there. The Spiritual Altar event, it was all the way up at 1,600. Now, it's been much later than that. It's been much closer to the 1,800 mark. And then legendaries and things like that, it's been at the 4,000-ish mark. So this is much earlier on. However, that being said, the Epic is down available to be pulled. That's possible. The Rare isn't there, so there's no way that you can pull the Rare even during the event as well, which does seem a bit of a shame. So you do have to go on and collect the Rares. You may pull an Epic, which would be brilliant for you. That would really get it up and running for you. The event would be made much easier. There's no way you're going to be able to pull one of the rares and just maybe skip an event or two. They have made the events you can skip a couple, but they haven't put the rare into the summoning pool yet. So if you were summoning during the Spiritual Altar event, you weren't going to get the rare anyway, which is a bit of an annoyance, really. I think it's a bit of a cheap move. The number of people that would have got it would have been slim. The other thing is, if you were saving XP up, try and do your XP run during the week, then you probably won't get it while you're farming up XP either. Now the other events that we're on is the Hero Training and Vault of the Sands. So again, nice and easy to get the Hero Training done. Didn't find any issues with that. It's still relatively early on, no dramas there with it. And Vault of the Sands, that should be pretty much done as well. Absolutely no issues with that. That's about where we expect to find it normally. So we've already got the first 4 thrashed out already. The only thing we're then waiting to come on then is Duel of the Champions. Not expecting any issues with this. It's normally relatively easy to do as long as you regularly play the arena. It's not an issue to get this done whatsoever, or never has been. In sort of about 10 hours we'll be able to see where the points are and make sure it's not an issue. Now, when the weekend finishes, we then got just the Duel of the Champions on, and then we've got, as Vault of the Sands ends, we'll then be going into the Mystery of Artifact. Now that's all we've got on the Monday, so the Monday is relatively a lazy day. You do want to make sure that you've got your Spiritual Altar done, Brave Conquest done, Awakening of Heroes, and Vault in the Sands, unless any of these 4 are one of the 3 events you intend to miss. Then you want to make sure you've got them done by close of play Sunday, because Monday they end. And Monday's a relatively lazy day, like I say. There's just Duel of the Champions on, last day of Awakening Heroes, and it's the first day of the Mystery of Artifacts. I wouldn't hit Mystery of Artifacts too hard because Brave Conquest starts on the Tuesday. So I would use just my free stamina going around on Monday to go into Mystery of Artifacts, or if I wanted to farm up some XP, Monday may be a good day to go and do it before you go harder on Mystery of Artifacts to make sure you clear the Brave Conquest. Be aware of where you are in Mystery of Artifacts. You could be earning more points in the Mystery of Artifacts than you will do later on to actually get points towards the Brave Conquest. The points for getting the meteorite fragments better than getting gear, so be aware you can be earning more points that way. And that should be about it for the end of the week. You should have your 4 done and start prepping for the week. Week ahead, go careful. Wednesday is a busy day. Wednesday you've got Brave Conquest on, you've got Tales of the Smith event is starting. It'd be the last day of the Duel of Champions and you'd be halfway through your Mystery of Artifact. On Wednesday, we should then see this spot here filled with Gear Dungeon, and that will be open as well. A Gear Dungeon not only costs keys, but it costs stamina to be done as well. I think it's 20 stamina and a key, and you've got 150 keys. So you've got a maximum of 3,000 stamina you can use into it. So that opens on the Wednesday. Now it's normally open for a week. You've got plenty of time to get in there, so don't worry about having to do it on the Thursday. You may want to leave it until the Saturday when there isn't a Brave Conquest event on, so you're not having to push. I don't know if we're getting points in Gear Raid 4 or Gear Dungeon that would count towards Brave Conquest. I don't know, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Because if so, if it's only open until the Wednesday, the next Brave Conquest event, you may want to use your keys or your stamina in there, but you may want to tie that into with whatever you're doing during next week. So we'll have a look at that when it gets opened up. At the moment, first 4 should be done. I'm not leveling them up until end of next week when the Corridor of Glory starts, because that's when I'm going to level everything up. I may as well level them up at the same time as doing the Corridor of Glory event, so I can get my points in that event as well, because you generally want to hit around the 10,000 points mark in the Corridor of Glory, because that's where your legendary skill crystals are. Okay, so that's about it for today. Nice, short and sweet. Make sure you're on top of it if you're doing the event. If you were doing the spiritual altar, as if you were pulling then, I hope you did well. I hope you got legendaries that you wanted, or you got the epics to make your life a lot easier. If not, crack on with the event. Hopefully we'll be able to get the legendary, and it will be as good as their advertising. And we'll see when Immortal Codex comes out, won't we? So you should be good in that, and I do expect Immortal Codex to include the is it the Flame Lord Emperor or something like that, the one where you put your defenders down. We should be using him. Be odd if they've done this fusion and they're not in Immortal Codex, be using him. So look forward to seeing that. Now I'll see you in the video again soon. Cheers for your time. Goodbye.